Hey everybody, we are actually
Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends now, I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Not sure what the gusts are, but
well, there's Louie and her
definitely,
no telling what they're gonna do.
I think we're
You
seeing a
know
little
he's
higher gusts.
got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the
Trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
Mike's
Key
weather
Largo.
page
We're in the
is
eye of
only a
Dana.
click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Ooh. Well, happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Does it feel like November 26th? Is that possible? Where in the heck? What the heck? December's coming up. Right? How's that even possible? Yeah, Shelly, that was a good idea. We got a new header pick up with the new Storm Chaser. Well, anyway, we got a little weather to talk about, not a lot. Mainly just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and hope you have a great holiday. I did a little walking and talking video this morning, and a lot of folks traveling. Not too bad of weather. There's a little snow up north we'll talk about. Little front coming through. Still putting up Christmas lights, so I am motivated to finish that task. But we have the OG. Louie came over to me. He did. I begged him. I'm like, come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So here he is. Let's say hi. Let's say hi to Louie. Louie. My buddy. I had to kind of toss my hat at him a little bit to get him over here. But this is like our 7th or 8th Thanksgiving with Louie now. How many of y'all remember when we got Louie? I did a big video podcast yesterday, and we were talking about the history of Mike's Weather Page. And, you know, Facebook started streaming live in 2016, 11 years ago. 11 years ago, basically. So we've been streaming every damn day almost for 11 years. At least 3 times a week. If you average it out, we've probably been streaming 4 days a week since 2016. So we've had a lot of history together in those 11 years. That's right, we still had Rusty. Remember Rusty? Rusty was around. Eric's finishing up his tree today. Lionel Train. Oh, my dad's got one from the 30s, I think, or 40s. He's got an original Lionel, that's one of the things I want. My long-term plan in life is to have a little coffee shop called the Daily Brew, and we're going to have beer at night and coffee in the morning, and it'll be called the Daily Brew. And I'm going to have some old nostalgic stuff. My dad's got an old 30s AM radio, wooden radio that's, floor model. The Lionel train. I'm going to have a wooded themed, 20s, 30s themed, Florida themed saloon doors, and fire pits, and just that whole early Florida vibe with some hurricane history, because our little city was destroyed in 1921 from a hurricane, Oldsmar. So there's some hurricane history here that goes back to the 20s. That's the plan. We'll see if we ever do it. If I had a bucket list, that's what the bucket list is going to be. Right, Louie? I don't know if you'll be around to see it, but maybe you will be. So where's everybody going for Thanksgiving? Staying home? Traveling? Tell me. Let's hear it. What's up, Teresa? What's up, Richard Reimer? How you doing, buddy? 68 over there on the other coast. Cool. Joy, what's up? Eel, L-E-E-L. Loves you, Louie. Gulfport, Steve, what's up, dude? Mississippi? Gulfport. Didn't they have like 28-foot surge there during Katrina, 05? I think that was one of the areas that were, or maybe it was Gulf. I think it was Gulfport, right? Morning, Mr. James. Happy Thanksgiving, Lisa. Appreciate it. Morning, Bernard Byers. New name. Good to see you. Anybody new in the Brew crew? Blurry again. No, Phil. Don't tell me that. No. Let's do a little speed test here. No, Phil, no. No, don't tell me. Gotta be kidding me. Yep. No internet speed this morning. Oh my goodness. What is this world coming to? Oh, well, hey, the good thing. Oh, now we got 30 up. It might come back again. Okay. Well, we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Hell, I'm only streaming 2,500. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's go to 3,000. So anyway, we got a little weather to talk about. Let's talk about it. I just heard something weird. So did Louie. We got aliens in the house. What was that? Heading to Nashville. All right. Who's else going where? What happened to my face? Did I lose Facebook? Oh, great. Where did my Facebook go? Man, that's 2 strikes now. Wow. Well, okay, let's put up Facebook real quick because I don't know what happened to my chat. And then we're going to get into weather. We have to be able to read comments. What would this be like without reading comments, right? Or hearing snow. Okay. I just lost Facebook. I lost my window there, Shelly. 22 feet, Steve says, and oh, man. Disney World looks great. A little warm, dusty. Maybe some rain. Maybe Wednesday, maybe. We'll talk about that. So, let's do a screenshot here of Louie. Then we'll get into the weather. And I got some stories to share with everybody. What would be... Oh, here comes Yawn. He only half yawns. See, he's a half yawner. You little half yawner guy. Here, let's look at this. This will be our screenshot, but it's very small. I don't like that one. Let's do another screenshot. Let's do this one. That's big, I guess. All right, here, let's look. So we do have a front coming through. Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it. There. Have you just tuning in? Happy Thanksgiving. What the heck happened to the Bucks? I know. Hopefully Baker plays through the pain. Hopefully. So, first and foremost, big thanks to ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits, all the workers and management there. We love you. You've been supporting MWP for over 7 years now. We got a special Knob Creek barrel selection coming out. James Beam flew me up to Kentucky this week. Been a busy week for me. Last week, this week, I can't remember now. And we got that coming out in a couple months, so that is going to be awesome. They're also supporting our big charity coming up next weekend. There's our end of season benefit. Now, this is something I really want to get going, okay? This is the second annual end of season Neighbors Helping Neighbors benefit. I tell the story, one of my most memorable stories is 2022. I did a news article, and they talked about storm chasing Ian, and they pulled out the headline. It said, Mike Boland discusses how storms unite people with neighbors helping neighbors. And at the time, I was like, where did that come from? And I forgot I talked about that because I saw that with Ian. And since that day, it stuck out to me how storms unite communities and people help. Neighbors helping neighbors. And I saw it here at home with Helene. Remember that live video I did? And kids carrying water and pizza, and it's just such a warm feeling. So this year I'm proud we're sponsoring our good friend Chad, Mountain to Sea Ministries. Chad has been a friend of ours for over 10 years, and he goes on all the storms here in the U.S., floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, goes internationally. He was one of the first down in Jamaica donating his time and money, and Furman Power Equipment brought in 100 generators with Chad, and they did a lot of good down there. So we do have a GoFundMe set up if you can't come to the benefit. It's got a great website, mountaintosea.com. Very powerful. And if you read about us, 21 years he's been in disaster relief. And there's a really good video that showcases everything that they do and what they've done. So we were really proud to support them this year. And he's going to be over there. So we're going to be at Camp Margaritaville. It is a week from this weekend. It's December 5th is our big party, so come hang out. You can rent a cabin, you can bring an RV, you can enjoy the day. We're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday night is the big party. We're going to be doing gift baskets. We got amazing raffles. We have amazing stuff donated. All that money's going directly to Chad and his Mountain to Sea. We got a band playing, that Daniel Burns band, Friday night. It's an awesome band, 7 to 10 p.m. We got happy hour sponsored by Furman. They're going to be donating that. Jim Beam donated some goodies to drink. So it'll be a party like you've never seen. We're celebrating the end of hurricane season. We're going to be doing it for charity. Margaritaville's donating a bunch of the money from the cabins and RV rentals also. So all this is good. So hopefully you can come. And they're discounting cabins like 20% just for our group, MWP. So they're actually giving you a really good deal. So anyway, that's coming up. It's a week after Thanksgiving. I'm really excited about it. I did my morning walk today. Look, cheers. Did you see the story? It is so awesome. So I seen this young man and his dad, I assume dad, I'm 99% sure, they were setting up this table. I thought it was lemonade. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Well, he set up a barista coffee stand with fresh beans, grounded the beans, and some cocoa milk, and it's really good. I was so excited. Entrepreneur. It was still like in the 8 o'clock hour, right? So that was so cool. He's in my neighborhood. I was happy that I was there. I threw him a 20. Said, hey, man, good luck. So, wow. Some kids, including one of mine, are still sleeping. There's others out there motivated. So that was really exciting little morning adventure for me. Little things in life, right? So that was cool. Kind of brought a smile on my face, for sure. There's our cold front coming through. Dry air is in the kind of orange-brown color. We got a front coming down. Classic front line. Not a lot of storms left over. We had some storms overnight in the Panhandle. One of our brew crewers talked about it. The juice out there in the Gulf. No storms expected severe, but it is bringing some cool weather. There's current radar, so you're getting some drizzle in the Big Bend area. A little bit still left over there along the East Coast there in southern Georgia. But that front's pushing through. So we'll be curiously watching this. There's a lot of dry air over Florida. Enough that the Storm Prediction Center is giving us zero chance. It's become a joke at this point. It's become a comical how we've been denied here in middle Florida. So the areas in green could get some, random thunderstorms, nothing severe. So that's just the front line coming through. But it's not very hopeful here at home. We do have something brewing, though, down into next week. I want to talk about that here in a second. But heavy rain, 11:29, 11:30. First part of next week, there's another line of storms rolling through. We got heavy snow up north, lake effect snow. Anytime you get these low pressures here, we get this lake effect snow coming in off to the east. And that's coming up, too, with this whole main system coming in. And it introduces the topic of La Niña. Yeah, Teresa, right? A walk-through coffee shop. Who would have thought? That was something else. Hey, Alan, good morning, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you, Alan. You too. Troy over there in Daytona, what's up? Love Daytona area. So this brings up La Niña. All right, La Niña, we are in La Niña. What does that mean? Well, it just means the jet stream's in a little different position, and we got more warmer air in the lower part of the Gulf in the southern part of the U.S. That warm air clashes with the jet stream and creates storms, and we already seen it. We had a tornado in Houston, was EF2 just a couple days ago, right? That was pretty bad. 2 tornadoes, I believe. The Rieta Ranch tornado and Klein tornado. One was an EF2, I'm pretty sure. So that was kind of rare, but it was these storms coming across, and that's what you get La Niña. You get storms from the middle part of the U.S. south. Peninsula of Florida, not as much, but still the Panhandle area. A couple weeks ago, we had a tornado in Mexico Beach, 2 tornadoes in Mexico. Things are coming in pairs, BOGO, right? We had 2 in Houston, 2 in Mexico Beach. This was a month ago. We watched this one. I posted it in the morning. If you remember, it was the vorticity signature, the red and the green maps we share a lot, showed a waterspout coming in. It was pretty prominent on satellite radar there, and it did indeed come ashore as a EF1. So this pattern that we're in with La Niña, we're seeing it already, and that's what we got brewing coming into next week. And so I've been keeping my eye on this as far as our next potential for some storms is going to be next Tuesday here, which means obviously Monday to the west and maybe Wednesday to the east. But bottom line is we got the Euro on the top left, GFS top right, Icon bottom left, and the CMC bottom right, all showing the exact same thing Monday night into Tuesday morning. So there you go. That could be the next thing that we're watching for. If anything, it's some heavy rain. We have a serious drought in northern Florida and southern Georgia and Alabama areas there. So hopefully this is a lot of rain. We could see some wintry weather. Maybe we'll see. Not seeing nothing, big signs of that. But the main point of this is we could be seeing these rounds of repeated frontal lines that bring storms. So keep your eye on this early part of next week. All right. That's kind of what I've got my eye on as maybe the next thing to go look at. Joseph Gaffney, thank you. That was nice of you. Many blessings to you also. Yeah, excited to share the day, Dad. Family in town, and we're not going to be live Friday, correct? Shelly says there's no point, really. We used to, but we're not. There's not a lot of weather to talk about, so we'll be back on Monday talking about this. Maybe, I'll be doing posts as always. So here's what that La Niña pattern looks like, and this is fascinating because the jet stream comes across, and we get this hotter, drier air, and it just feeds, kind of like springtime. That's basically all we got is a springtime weather pattern where you get these storms. And temperatures are already going to be back in the 80s here across the south in Florida, fueling this potential. So our cold front is not going to last very long. We got 80s bouncing back. That high pressure is going to build back up again. The high pressure that was non-existent during hurricane season is now locked in over the southeast. See it a little bit here, but mainly we're going to look at down the road as we get back into like Monday. And there's your high. So here's Saturday. You get the big high starting to set up here. You can see that. But then we get into, I'm hoping that we see it. Yeah, we're right. So there's your high. There's your storms coming in Sunday that are building. So this whole high pressure area is going to rotate in and fuel these storms. And this is Tuesday, 9 a.m. So we'll be keeping a lookout on that. Your temperatures, like I was saying, if you go back to Monday, let's take a look at temps. we're gonna be back at 80s again Monday, the 1st, and then Tuesday it's even hotter. Look at that. We're gonna be talking. This is not catching up correctly. There we go. Anyway, middle to upper 80s, South Florida. The windy map isn't really good with temperatures. As far as accuracy, I don't know. They have a hard time. The color indicates middle 80s, but it's showing up 66. I don't know. See, there you go, 84. I don't know why they're not catching up. But anyway, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be back to middle 80s again in Florida. So there you go. Not 68. Glitch. It's a glitch. All right, so there's storms, the Niña pattern. We can just quickly run through what we got coming with the latest Euro. Here's those storms brewing. This is next Tuesday morning. And it might get a little bit into Florida, but I don't think so. This is Wednesday morning. So it fizzles quick. Look at that. Dry air just dries it out. So Tuesday, Wednesday morning. And then it's gone. So that's what we got cooking on that. Snowfall for Thanksgiving. This is it. I don't talk a lot of winter maps because A, it's so hard to predict. And B, have you noticed the weather world is going after each other more and more lately? Here's my theory. Everybody wants clicks and likes. Producers, directors, news stations. They see independent pages such as mine sometimes getting a lot of clicks and likes and shares. Sometimes the data that's being shared isn't necessarily ethically accurate, meaning 45-day forecast, 30-day forecast. But they get all the clicks, likes, and shares. So now I'm seeing so many pages going after other pages, and it's a constant daily. Don't follow this page. This is why you should follow my page. This is why I didn't post this. This is why, it's like, the amount of effort that's being put into telling people why you shouldn't watch and why you should watch mine. And this is why I told you, here we go again. Just do your thing. More than ever, I'm just going to do you. You do you. And the winter maps has been crazy. Like, people going after each other on winter forecast. It's like, grab popcorn. Now you got the weather world going after some storm chaser that ran a red light. And I wanted to go on there and say that, yeah, it's not a good thing. But how many of y'all text and drive? Don't judge. We're all guilty of something. So, and thank you. Yep. Yeah, more than ever this year. Repeat the Florida temps. Hot, Shelly. More than ever, though, man. People just worried too much about other posters. But here's your lake effect snow, man. Holy cow, man. Look at this. We got a lot of snow in the next, this is snowfall totals official from the National Weather Service through Friday morning. And, yeah. So we got a lot there in Michigan and Pennsylvania and New York there, parts of Ohio. So that's it. Big snow. Lake effect snow coming into town hot. Temperatures for Thursday, high temps. The front line isn't 100% through Florida yet, so we're still see 80s down there, probably I-4 south. High temperatures for tomorrow. So really, it got through a little faster for us. Originally, it was going to be all 80s, I-4 south, but now I-4 area is going to be in the 70s, but the 80s remain rated in Sarasota, all South Florida. High temperatures, obviously cold up north, 30s and 40s. It's winter. Even South Texas is in the 70s. So really the only place in the 80s is Florida. Now, highs for Friday, guess what? Nobody's showing up in the 80s across the whole U.S. Even Miami's keeping in the 70s for a high. So that will feel like winter for you on Friday. High here in Tampa at 64 on Friday. 60s for Orlando, 50s in the Panhandle, Upper Gulf, high temperatures on Friday. Low temperatures for Friday. 40s. I was seeing it. This is more Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning. What am I doing? 26, 12. So we're down to 40s, 30s. Pretty cold. Here's this little zoomed up area. We're going to go through all the days here. So low temperatures for tomorrow morning, obviously still in the 60s as our cold front hasn't made its way through yet. But then you get to Friday, 40s might make their way down past Lake Okeechobee, 30s in the Panhandle. Then on Saturday, more 40s, 50s down to Fort Myers. So, but then we got a slow warm up again. There's our low temperatures, and they kind of go away. So a couple days of cool weather. And that's it. Stormy weather looking, these dips in the jet stream. We're taking a look at this Sunday line here. We'll see how strong it gets across the upper Gulf. This is vorticity showing up for Monday and Tuesday. So, we'll keep an eye on that. We could see some severe weather again across the upper Gulf Monday and Tuesday. Not too sure the Storm Prediction Center is discussing it yet. They probably are. Let's see. I don't ever read these like I should, but let's see. So they're talking about mid-level trough. Isolated strong to severe storms could not be ruled out across the Gulf Coast. Unclear at the moment. Always unclear. But that's where we're at. Anyway. So what are we going to talk about? A couple more minutes and I'm done. I have a management letter from our homeowners. I opened one the other day. I figured it'd be funny to save it for now to see. I bet you it's because we haven't paid our dues. Notice of late assessment. Oh my God. I have a $1.03 interest payment. Oh well, that's all it was. We owe money. And actually I saw the book today. So I usually pay these things like a bunch at a time. Because I never really know where I'm at. So, oh hell, this one says 2024 on it. Well, I don't even know what our current, these are all 24. Hell, I don't even have a current book. Well, hell, what do I do now? Just send a bunch of money and they figure it out? Why do I have all my 24 books here? I guess I'll throw them away. I'll just send like $1,000 and that'll cover the next 6 months. So Karen says Okeechobee 48. What day would that be? Friday morning? I'm a little fuzzy, James. I know. Apparently, we're back to fuzzy. Yeah, our HOA loves me. Hey, Emily, she is alive. Oh my God, how you feeling? So, let's see. 72 degrees, Lori says. Man, that is cold. Only in Florida will you think 72 degrees is cold. Happy Thanksgiving, Florida man. Angel Baby Max, happy Thanksgiving. And anything else? Curious. Wind Tortugas. Or Tortugas, excuse me. We can look it up here in a second. That's down there. South Florida. I think, what day did you ask for? Where I keep losing my Facebook chat. There it is. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be too bad if we have a front line coming through. Might be some winds in from the east. What day did you ask for? Friday? Let's see. The front's going to be passed. So there are little winds from the northeast. Yeah, maybe a little. It'll be a little windy. It's always windy this time of year down there. With these fronts that come down, you're going to have a lot of winds, depending on the frontal placement. Sustained winds in the 20s, so it'll be a little windy. Gusts are going to be kind of up there, so yeah, it is a little more than I thought. I guess that front line's still going to be blowing pretty strong. So yeah, kind of windy. Gusts will be in the 30s. GFS is a little less. This is gust map. This is actually wind map, not gust map. So yeah, it's going to be a little windy. 10s and 20. That means the seas are going to be a little bouncy. We can look at some sea forecasts for you. Let's go to Gulf here and look at waves. Yeah, it'll be a little windy out there too. Yeah. Well, I guess you just put 2 and 2 together, and we got a front line. So yeah, it's gonna be a little windy and wavy. Windy and wavy. Let's see what's up, Mark. Turkey drop? Not sure, man. Cincy, they do one today. Edward, good morning. How's it going, man? Karen 48, cool. So who eats turkey? Who eats ham? I talked about it on my walk today. Everything that we eat on Thanksgiving is like we eat once a year. Stuffing once a year. Yellow squash once a year, or orange squash. I don't like yellow. I like orange squash. Green bean casserole once a year. That green marshmallow stuff with the marshmallow. I don't even know what it's called. That's once a year. Gravy once a year. Turkey for me pretty much once a year. Cooked turkey. Probably turkey sandwiches, so yeah, it's just crazy, right? Everything. Mashed potatoes probably haven't eaten in a year, so the whole plate of food is basically a once a year family tradition, and it is so good. Of course, you gotta have gravy, Karen. Yes, but wait, you guys, ham this year. But yeah, it's always exciting. Oh, I can just taste it right now. So we're gonna eat a little bit later this year because I used to have two turkey dinners. We only have one now, so we're gonna eat a little bit later, which would be great because eating at noon, then you get hungry again about 5 o'clock. But tropic season's over. As far as models are concerned, there were those teases about something popping, which I shared, obviously, because that's what we do. We're a weather page. But also, obviously, made clear that we've only had one system ever hit the U.S. in December. And there you go. So, let's see what the GFS, everything is pretty much low pressure areas. Google's, ensembles, Zippo. Zippo, you talk about Zippo. Remember Hungry Hippo? Hungry Hippo? Tropical cyclone formation. Zippo the hippo. Oh yeah, Maxine, that's good. Orange. Sweet potatoes, not bad, I guess. Marshmallows. What's the deal with marshmallows and Thanksgiving? Ryan Anderson, good morning. Stuffing. Yeah. Did I mention stuffing, John? Yep. The funny story with Julie, I know I've shared it before, but we were dating and she made dinner one time in the middle of the year and had stuffing. And I was mad. I'm like, who eats stuffing on any other day but Thanksgiving? And I could not even enjoy it. I felt like I was cheating on Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie once a year. Yep. That's true, Mark. I don't even like that. Oh, God. I do. Not good. I like... So, I got a picture of my truck I'm going to post here in a little bit. I do have a flux capacitor in the back. Everybody said I should have a flux capacitor. There is a flux capacitor in the back, and it has lights on it. And when I'm driving, I turn it on. So the truck has a flux capacitor. You're going to see that here in a little bit. I thought it'd be funny because I had everybody Leftovers are good, Mark. A lot of mayonnaise, a lot of pepper. Who likes pepper? I love pepper. I'm a pepper nut. I put the heck a ton of pepper on everything. Cranberry orange bread. Oh my God, with cream cheese. God, we're all gaining calories. We're not even eating. Ah. Very hungry. Mickey Chamberlain, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Flabbergasted. What the heck's that? I get it now. Oh, we need lights on the horns. Good idea, John. I wonder how I could do that. Solar powered lights. That would be kind of neat. Solar power battery light. Let's see. Solar powered small battery lights. Let's see what they got on Amazon. I do decorate the truck for Christmas. I do put some lights on the... I can get them little string lights, Fairy lights, I call them. Little skinny lights. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. I might get some. Be kind of neat. A little something different, right? I gotta quit moving Facebook. I keep losing it. There we are. We're back again. Pineapple cheese casserole. Oh my gosh. Pineapple cheese casserole. But everybody's a lot of desserts. Is anybody else hungry now? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, make sure you have plenty of that. And enjoy the day, right? So, all right. Well, it was fun as always. We love these little chats. There's not a lot of weather, so I got my eye on little storms middle part of first part of next week. Weather looks great. Thanksgiving got some snow up north. Who's gonna watch planes, trains, and automobiles? That'd be kind of fun, right? Always fun. Once a year, Dutch apple. I need snorkel exhaust. I know, Don. That's my goal. I gotta get it done. My plan. Thank you, Mr. John, on the family. You too. We should, Richard, have a great Thanksgiving over there, sir. James, I see you up there, buddy. Hey, James, Karen, happy Thanksgiving to you all too. And yeah, well, there you go. So I'm gonna do a post tomorrow with our Thanksgiving dinner. So I'm gonna encourage everybody to do the same. So look for that. We'll all share our plate of food. David, appreciate that. David and Dina. And that's it. So there you go. We're going to share the link on chat. If you throw in a little bit, we're trying to raise a bunch of money for his charity for the end of the year, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. And we'll be back live on Monday, all right? So you all have a great holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. And be safe if you're traveling. And we will see you Monday.